Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode of the D2A podcast. I'm Avery.
I'm the Mario Masters or Diego.
I'm Andrew.
And we are going to be doing the third episode, like I said. Does anything have anything? Oh my god, I cannot talk. Okay.
You just have to believe in yourself. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Okay.
So, first of all, apparently the premiere was very successful.
Yeah!
That video is actually, a lot of people actually like that video. So, round of applause to ourselves.
Even Mr.
Worked
Music.
out. It worked out.
People like it.
So, we're going to be doing 4 new topics today as usual, and I do have a stuffy nose, so sorry if I sound like I'm dying, but you know, that's because I am.
You're not supposed to say that. Let him make theories.
Yes.
Diego is dying.
Too serious.
Not really
Too serious for this panel.
Alright,
Diego is done. Confirmed.
so the first topic is weather experiences. Who wants to go first?
I'm scared of
Okay.
wind. Next.
Are you scared of anything else other than wind?
Would you like to elaborate?
Fire.
That's
Why?
not really
Fire.
weather.
And
Why
I'm
are you
scared
afraid
murder.
of... That's not a weather. Murderer is not weather.
Well, he asked what else I was afraid of.
Oh.
Well, I mean, no, but like also like weather.
Why are
related.
you
I'm
afraid of
scared.
wind and fire?
Well, I'm scared if it rains murderers. That would be
Oh.
pretty bad.
It's a fun story. Not really that fun. I often for like 3 years ago, I often went to one of my school playgrounds.
That's pretty cool.
And you know,
What did the name
we
of the
had
school
fun
be?
there.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
Was it
Yeah.
the one that started with W?
Yeah, the one that started with W. That one right there. Yeah, that
The
one.
one that started with X. It's
X.
X-ray.
So often
Oh,
we
yeah, that
we actually walked there.
Mhm.
So it was it was fun. It was fun staying there every now and then. We used to stay for like an hour, just get some exercise because why not? And also it just felt nostalgic because like I think the last time me and my sister went, it was like, it was fun. One time we brought Gracie along.
Mhm.
And it was fun. It's too bad we could only stay for about 5 minutes.
Is this Gracie Biggleton?
Or is it Gacy Big... Wait, what is it?
Gacy Biggleton. You're Gacy Biggleton.
I meant to say Basie Giggleton.
No, it's Gacy Briggleton.
Bracy Giggleton. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's too bad we could only stay for like 5 minutes. Because as we drove down, we didn't walk this time because Gracie's kind of a menace. She doesn't really like people apart from us. So,
She's evil.
yeah, we drove down, and we just took Gracie for a walk in the park. Very unpredictable weather came,
Oh god.
and of course, we were in a playground with a lot of metal.
Did it rain
it's too
murderers?
bad. Yeah, it was not raining murders.
Dang it.
Sadly, I
Was it
kind of
like
wish it
lightning?
did. Anyway, it was storming. Yeah. So we all went under the shed. And like we stood under there for like 10 minutes. And of course, the one place you're not supposed to be in a thunderstorm is a playground because there's metal everywhere and that attracts lightning. So lightning was hitting very close, so we all had to make like a run for
Oh
it.
my god. Yeah,
And
I
then
would have
as-
just ran.
Yeah, and as I was making it to the car, I was like, I'd say like 20 feet away. I heard this giant lightning strike,
Oh my
like
God.
right behind me. Like right behind me, I heard this like giant lightning strike, and
God.
it was like I was like 10, so I cried. When I got in the car, I wasn't like, I wasn't like cry scared,
Yeah.
like scared cry. It was more of like it just in shock cry. I don't know why it happened, but it happened, and that kind of sucked because that we didn't really get to hang out at the playground that day because it was very, very stormy.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything else? I have another story, but you can tell me.
I'll tell mine and then you can go. But so this one, it's not really scary. It's just kind of funny. Well, I have 2 really short ones. This one I don't even think is weather related, but you saying that you were in the car and like there was stuff made me think of this one time we were driving and by this bridge, and there was on this turn. You turn to go on the bridge. On the turn, it was like super windy, and there was like this giant like dust tornado. Like it wasn't like a tornado, but it was like just a giant dust thing. And it was super funny because we were like, oh my god, like we couldn't like stop. We just like drove through it. And then the second one was, I remember one time we were driving home from, well, I wasn't driving, but we were coming home. My mom picked me up. It was either my mom or my dad picked me up from like my preschool. And it was like the worst weather I can remember from whenever I was little. There was like, it was storming, and there was like giant hail, and there was so much wind, and it was really traumatic. So that's all I have.
Wow. I actually remembered another story when you said in the car. Again, this one's not really weather related. Actually, it is kind of. I'd say we were going to Ocean City. Mm-hmm. I was with like my grandma. I was with my aunt. I was with my mom. I was with my dad. I was with my sister. I don't remember if I was with my brother. Mm-hmm. I'd say I was about like 3 years old. Mm-hmm. We drove for so long in this storm that lasted forever. It was like 3 hours long.
Oh my god.
It was a really long storm. And the whole time I thought it was a car wash.
Wow.
Because I was 3. And I kept telling my mom to like to stop the rain. And stop the car walk. And I remember that very vividly. I don't, and it was kind of dumb because it wasn't a car wash. It was very like not car washy at all.
Yeah.
When your mom stops the car wash, but you're out in the not wash.
Imagine.
I think I had another story. I feel like I did. Yeah. So there was tornado warnings.
Rip.
We don't get them a lot here, but when they do happen,
we get them a lot here.
We do.
Not a lot. We get a lot of warnings sometimes. Like we
get a lot of warnings.
We get them 100% of the time, like every single day.
What the heck? No, that is not.
There was one yesterday, and then there was one this morning, and then there was one just a couple minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the one just yeah. Okay, but yeah.
Obviously.
Anyway, I was vibing one day. I was playing video games, and then this tornado warning alert came up on my phone, and it scared the heck out of me.
Oh god, I hate
scary.
Those. I think that's the first time I've ever had that's the first like tornado warning I can remember. Uh-huh. I was like 8, 9, 10, I don't know. And I got kind of freaked out because before it was just a flash flood warning, and my mom told me not to worry because we lived on a hill.
Yeah.
And then I'd say 15 minutes later, there was a tornado warning, and that sounded significantly worse. So my mom told us all to hide in the basement. Mm-hmm. But I was flipping out, bro. I was so scared. I remember my mom went upstairs to see if there was any strong winds or anything near our house. And there wasn't. But I was terrified of letting my mom go up the stairs, so I would just yell at her come back down here, mom. But yeah. Also, wow, there's a lot of weather experiences I've had. Okay. I remember one when I was 5 or 6. There was literally a funnel cloud behind my house.
Oh my god.
It was ginormous. My mom has the video. It's privated on her YouTube channel, but she literally had the video.
Oh my god.
Of just a giant funnel cloud in our neighborhood. And I was like, what? And I didn't really know how deadly a tornado was. So my mom was just like, hey, be on your guard, put on your shoes. We might have to make a run for it. I was like, what? I was like, what? Hold up. But nothing happened. So, okay. But that was scary. That was literally just a giant black cloud behind my house.
And that's the reason we have Diego with us today.
Yes.
He ran from the tornado. Very bravely.
Yeah, I'm actually the only person alive. I think my entire neighborhood got destroyed. Actually, you guys aren't real. You're only part of my imagination.
Oh shoot!
I don't live.
I
in
had
your
to make my
neighborhood.
own reality because I'm the only person left on the world.
Dang
I don't live in your neighborhood.
it!
You live pretty close to my neighborhood.
I don't even know where you live.
That's fine.
Hey, Diego, how about you say your
That's
address so
kinda-
I know where you live?
He knows where you live, but you don't know where. Okay.
Diego, you should say your address so I know
Oh
where you
yeah,
live.
tell us now.
My address is Epic Gamer Avenue, Disappointment Drive.
Is it upper Gamer Avenue or lower?
Both.
It's under it.
Both.
Under? Okay.
It's like a tunnel. My house is underground.
Okay.
Okay.
So why
And
should you have
that's
to go
how
into
I
the
saw
basement
the
during the
cloud.
tornado warning?
Oh my god. Okay. Is that all the weather experiences?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that all of them? Okay.
Once it rained.
Huh?
It rained once.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
It literally did rain once.
Moving on.
I remember that.
Moving on. We have vacations.
Vacations are fun. They're always fun, except when they're not.
I don't think I've ever had it. Is it supposed to be like bad vacation experience or just like vacations?
Just vacations, I guess.
Okay.
But you can, yeah.
I'm not gonna count going to like an amusement park as a vacation because that's not a vacation. So the only real place that I've gone for vacation is just the beach, Ocean City. I've been there like a couple times, and it's really fun there. I like the beach. I keep on asking if we can go again because I think the last time that we went, I was like, I don't think we haven't been there in a while. I think I was still in elementary school the last time that we went. So.
Oh my god, I go to the beach every summer.
I know, and because we usually just go to like, I'm allowed to, well, I'm gonna say, we usually just go to like Kennywood or like the zoo or something.
Oh yeah.
But it's like a real vacation, other than the beach. We did do this one time. We went to, it was like either, I think we went to, it was like Kennywood one day or something, went to a hotel, and then we went to like, I forget what it was called, like Idlewild or something. Other than that, I'm going to call my only real vacation is going to the beach, which I like the beach, so it's fine.
Yeah, I've actually had a lot of vacations. Casual flex. Okay. But yeah, like you said, I wouldn't really count going to amusement parks as vacations because unless there's like a resort and like Disney World.
Yeah, unless
but,
you're
like,
staying there like a couple days.
Yeah. The last times I went to Disney World, I've been there 3 times. Last time I was there, it was 6th grade. The other time it was 3rd grade, and then the first time was when I was like 4. So I don't remember.
I've heard it's stupidly crowded.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember. Okay, funny story about Disney World. There was this super long line for one of the mascots, and it was like at least 84 degrees.
Oh my god.
And it hurt so
It's almost
bad,
a bright
and it
time.
wasn't even worth it. It was so unworth it.
Oh wait. Okay, before you continue, I just had this really speaking. I didn't know we were gonna tell obviously we're talking stories, but before you continue, before I forget about this, it's gonna be like the dumbest problem or like whatever, but so when we would go to the beach, we were always excited to go there, not just because the beach, but because on the boardwalk there was like Dunkin' Donuts, and at the time there was no Dunkin' Donuts around where we live, so like we always got donuts and stuff.
Oh.
And when they finally, it's like the dumbest story, but
now you've got a Dunkin' Donuts literally right freaking next door.
They have there's like 2, so like there's finally Dunkin' Donuts, and I remember whenever I was little, we would always when we went to the beach and we walked there, and I remember one time my feet hurt so bad because I was wearing Crocs, and we walked to the Dunkin' Donuts and back to our hotel, and I almost died. So.
Oh.
That's all.
So my vacations, most recent one I went on, my brother was going to a bowling tournament, so I was there. That was actually right as this whole pandemic started. There was like stuff about the coronavirus, but it hadn't moved to North America yet. So we were at the bowling tournament, and my grandpa was watching the news, and they saw the first case in North America. and we went, oh crap, hopefully this isn't something big. Next day, there was like a lot more or something like that, right? And at the end of the bowling tournament, there were like a lot of cases. So,
oh my god.
Yeah. Also, we were gonna go to Florida this summer because my great aunt owns some property up there, and we're not going to be able to because airlines are dangerous.
Yeah.
That's that.
So now do you continue?
Yeah, I have more vacations.
Sorry.
For more stuff about Disney World, I remember I rode Space Mountain the first time. I was terrified. I hated it so much. I never want to go back on. Then my mom convinced me to go back on, and it was my favorite ride there. I rode it another 8 times.
Wow.
Because it was so fun. I don't know why I was so scared the first time. I think I honestly faked it.
Is it a roller coaster or is it what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the first time with anything, like any roller coaster, it's always really fun afterwards. So.
Yeah, but like I remember like not even crying on it or anything, but I cried afterwards. So yeah, I remember a ride I did cry on was Expedition Everest. That was scary. But the second time I went to Disney World was basically like Space Mountain. The first time I rode it like 15 bajillion times. So. Oh god, all my alarms are going off for some reason. Anyway, I don't know what I have to do at 8 o'clock. Anyway, so there's a lot more vacations. I think in the summer of 3rd grade, because I remember I went to Disney World halfway through 3rd grade. I skipped a week. I literally, we went to like 3 different locations. We went to Washington, D.C., then we went to Virginia Beach, and then Busch Gardens. We spent 3 days in D.C., 3 days in Virginia Beach, and 1 day in Busch Gardens.
My goodness, you went really far.
Oh, yeah. I never, like... I remember not even like doing much at Busch Gardens because all the rides were like really big, and I was like, I'm not riding.
I've been there. It's so freaking cool. I rode like the biggest roller coasters, and it was the best thing ever.
There's like Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, I remember that's the one in the middle. It's got 2 like loop-de-loops, and they go through each other.
Yeah.
Coolest thing ever.
Yeah, but I never rode it because I was too scared.
That sounds horrific.
It's awesome.
I remember the only thing I remember about Busch Gardens is that I got to eat a giant pretzel. So
that's always a plus. Giant pretzels.
Yeah. Washington D.C. was cool, but it was probably the worst part about the vacation because it was kind of boring because I wasn't really interested in all that stuff. We went to like the Lincoln Memorial. Mm-hmm. We walked like I'd say like. I think we walked for a straight like 10 minutes in like blistering heat next to like this giant thing of water, like right in front of the Lincoln Memorial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And once we got there, my legs were like pretty much broken, and we still had to walk all the way back to our freaking hotel. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that didn't really help. But you know, I think the weirdest part about DC was that like how expensive everything was. Like, I mean, it makes sense, you know, but like everything was like so expensive for like no reason.
The food is so good though.
A person who I will not name, who no longer lives with me, spent a lot of that money on drinks. So we're not going to talk about that.
Was it your brother who you drew in the video that we just posted?
No,
like recently?
he's only 20, and back then he would have been only like. Wait, that was 5 years ago. Holy moly! Anyway,
was it Gracie and your dog?
Yeah, totally.
I got Gracie. Yeah, she was.
No, I mean, I got Gracie spent all the money on drinks.
Yeah. I think I went to Mexico twice.
Mexico.
I remember I went snorkeling multiple times. It was really fun, actually.
Yo soy de Estados Unidos.
Okay.
My last vacation I remember, honestly. Well, actually, no, I went to Virginia Beach too, but I got to visit my dad in Louisiana. I got to see his restaurant. It was really nice. It's a Mexican restaurant because my name's Diego. Wow. We went to Pensacola Beach, and then we went to New Orleans and saw that haunted area where if you took pictures of it, you see like this green smoky thing just moving around.
What the heck?
Yeah, it exists. I think my mom has pictures, but yeah, that's it. I think that's all I really have. I can't really think of any stories from Louisiana. Actually, there was a swing behind my dad's house. It was a small swing that I pushed my brother on forever. He was just hanging by a thread. He was about to fall off like multiple times. But yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, another one.
Oh
wow,
my
okay.
goodness,
I am carrying this podcast. Okay. I remember, and this was terrifying. Louisiana is very flat.
Mm-hmm.
They have the best.
This could also go for weather experiences. Louisiana is very flat, and my dad lived up in one of the highest parts.
Tornado.
So when we got there one time, it was storming, and there was a lightning strike like right next to the house.
Dang.
Oh heck!
And I thought I went deaf because it was so loud.
Oh my god.
That was
Louisiana has the best song.
Huh?
What?
They have the best song.
What?
Sweet home Louisiana.
Okay, moving on. The next topic is YouTube's trending tab. And...
YouTube's trending tab sucks. Next.
All right, so I'm gonna start this off.
Yep.
Unless you want to start it off, Diego.
No, you can.
But you just talked like a ton, so I think that I'll start this one off. If we're not taking the current things that are going on because it's not as bad now because it's just a ton of like new stuff and whatever, but normally YouTube trending tab consists of like a couple things. You've got those annoying family channels. You've got 5-minute crafts.
Mumble rap.
Or anything Brightside in general.
And mumble rap. So
and when 21 Pilots posts, it's 21 Pilots.
That's the only good though.
Sometimes.
That's the only good.
That's when it's good.
That's when it's good.
Yeah.
Then Avery.902 was on trending the other day.
I'm not on trending.
No.
No, I'm not.
You were totally on trending.
Totally.
Don't you remember you were number one on trending for like 3 years?
I was the number 10.
You were number 69 on trending.
Alright, so yeah.
Anyway, so
I thought it was video on trending.
Let's branch out a little bit. So, Brightside. Brightside, as you know, Brightside owns 5-minute crafts, 7-second riddles.
Oh, doesn't Brightside do those like stupid like quiz things or like whatever?
Yeah, 7-second riddles.
I don't like that.
They also have the Brightside channel.
See, those videos actually are violating the terms of service. Those channels, because they mass produce their videos, and that is against the terms.
Oh yeah, they upload like 5 times a day.
But yet YouTube won't do anything about it because they have a ton of subscribers, which brings in a lot of revenue. So
hey, YouTube and 5-minute crafts, screw you.
Brightside has top 10s that are pretty much false in every way. The only really good thing about them is the narrator, because he was not involved in anything. But I think one of the worst channels that Brightside owns is I'm sure you've all heard Actually Happened.
Oh my god, they own that?
Fake.
They own that, yeah.
Those are literally all fake. They're the most clickbait things. They're all fake. It's not true. And so for them to even have their channel name as Actually Happened is the dumbest thing, because none of that stuff actually happened.
That's what some people would say if they were going to get sued for defamation. So we're not saying that. Some other people might say that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they also have 123 Go, which is like owned by Brightside.
Oh my god, I've heard of that. I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Have you seen Danny Gonzalez made a video about 123 Go, and so did Jarvis Johnson. No. Did you see the video about Actually Happened with Jarvis Johnson? I don't know if you ever did, but he explained basically everything wrong with those channels.
Yeah, I've seen. I don't know if it's the same guy, but I've seen this video. This guy that tries the 5-minute crafts hacks.
Oh yeah, he's like Jarvis Johnson's like the 5-minute craft guy.
Yeah. Okay. Probably.
So yeah, basically actually happened is a copy of Story Booth. And Story Booth is a channel that actually tells real stories from real children. Actually happened is that, but everything is fake and there's no
bad.
Yeah,
That's
and it's also bad. It's also bad. They upload once a day, and I'm surprised. It's getting really bad because everybody's copying Actually Happened now who just copied Story Booth. Have you guys heard of My Story Animated?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, all those channels have the exact same type of videos. I can't tell which one's which.
My Story Animated, Your Story Animated, Our Story Animated, Your Story True, Your Story Not True. My Story is very good. But
They actually animated My Story.
But yeah, so...
Oh, yeah, they actually animated My Story. That one's funny. That's this dude, and he's parodying those channels.
Oh, yeah, that's Jarvis Johnson.
Oh, he is? I didn't even know
Yeah.
that's his name.
So
He made the channel as, like, a way of showing that, like, how easy it is for people to just make content farms off of that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so other than Brightside and all that stuff, what the other stuff on trending?
There's this really weird rapper. His name's called D2A. Kidding, I never watched any of it. I never watched any of those rap videos, but
are they in like a different language?
Yeah.
What? Oh, what pops up whenever you pop? No.
Yeah, whenever
when you.
Are they rap?
I don't even
I just
know.
assumed they were.
But on the trending, it's either like Cardi B or mumble rap that's always on there. Which doesn't. Okay, I don't understand. Why is music even on the YouTube trending? Because there's literally a whole music trending tab. Like music trending. Then why?
It's because
that doesn't make sense.
If a video is there's just a default trending tab, and then there's just a trending tab for like a certain topic. So like something that could be
remove all music from YouTube trending. Remove all mass-produced stuff from YouTube trending.
Yes,
remove
please.
all non-original content from YouTube trending.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look now too.
So it's really nothing. It's nothing bad. Right now it's just a bunch of stuff about the protests and stuff. So
and it's always those late night shows.
Oh, it's TikTok stuff. We've got
usually.
What's in my baby hospital bag?
What's in my baby hospital bag? What's in the dance TikTok ultimate super crazy stick gum in your hair challenge?
Try not to say wow, impossible.
I love those try not to say something.
Impossible. And then they completely failed to do that at all in the video.
Try not to say wow.
Wow.
Try not to say wow.
How about wow, this video is so freaking bad.
Yeah, so YouTube trending is
maybe
bad.
It's okay, honestly. I think it's alright, but there's a lot of really bad stuff on there. I don't think the trending tab is a bad idea, but I don't
they
think
need to make it so the way they should fix the YouTube trending tab is only make videos trending if they are from YouTubers who have posted that video to nowhere else except YouTube before that, because you'll get these late night shows, you get the music thing.
I don't understand. I mean, I guess if it's
I think they do that so it's more accessible, so people you can still watch it.
There's
on
just
YouTube.
It just needs to be like at the moment there's nothing really wrong with it, because like I said, it's just about the
protests and coronavirus
but,
and everything.
Remove news and music from YouTube trending.
On a normal day, it's terrible. So, if that's all on that, we can move on to the last topic, which is favorite movies.
This is a fun one.
I don't even have a favorite movie.
Yeah, someone else.
I always forget
really
every single movie I watch. I forget everything about it after like 2 weeks.
So, Diego, you can start this one.
The only movies I really forget are like the bad ones. I don't really like the bad ones. There's this movie that I watched with my family called Freak, where this girl who was bleeding from her eyes, and apparently she was like, I guess there was. See, that was the problem with the movie. They didn't really explain anything at all until like halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
And of course the movie was bad, so I forgot about it. So I can't really explain it. But you know, there was this girl, and she was this, and she was called a freak. Basically, if you had blood going from your eyes, people would shoot you. So
oh my god,
I don't think
the heck?
Yeah. It was a
seriously?
really honestly
Jeez.
a really stupid movie.
Yeah.
What the frick?
My two favorite movies right now
Mhm.
are Train to Busan and Life with Pi.
I've never heard of any of those.
I think Endgame and Infinity War are masterpieces. Honestly, they're perfect.
Yeah, I haven't watched an Avengers movie in like I'd say 2 years. So
Yeah, I haven't.
So
seen
have
any
you
of
not
those movies.
seen Endgame?
No. I haven't seen
I've
any.
not.
I don't watch any of those movies, so I haven't.
Okay,
seen
so this is what happens in Endgame.
Do not say it.
Spoilers!
Do not say
no.
it.
You know.
Don't
I'm
say
just
it.
kidding. I know because there was a meme about Endgame spoilers.
Okay, but yeah.
Oh well, then I was gonna whatever. That's fine.
So.
Anyway.
Yeah.
My favorite movie is Life with Pi. It is this movie where this Indian guy who like owns a zoo. They're moving away from where they went to another a location. I forget where they're going. I think they're going to like America or something. But they're on this like cruise ship, and in the middle of the night, there's this really terrible storm.
Oh my god.
So the guy wakes up and he pulls a really stupid, and he goes outside and just watches the waves go up and down. He's laughing and stuff. But then it gets really serious because like it's really getting like there's a lot of waves. And the rescue team fails to save him, and all he's the only one surviving. All of his family is pretty much dead. So now he's on this boat in the middle of the ocean, and every now and then these zoo animals will come in like riding on like planks, and they'll jump on his boat. There'll be like an orangutan and stuff. Spoiler alert: that orangutan dies. But you know,
oh my gosh, is that Endgame spoilers?
Endgame spoilers. Anyway, yeah. So after that, basically the entire movie is where he's trying to befriend this lion who joined him on this ship. So it's not like any other Castaway movie where it's just like, oh, it's just a guy in the middle of the ocean. He's gonna have to find some way to get back on land. This time, he's literally with a tiger.
The heck?
He's on a ship with a tiger. He's on a tiny boat with a tiger. He had to take the thing that the rescue team gave him to like ride so it can be separated from the tiger, so it literally doesn't eat him in his sleep. But that makes everything a much harder task. There's this guidebook in the rescue team thing.
Oh my gosh, is that the guide area?
Yeah. It's basically this guidebook that's like telling you what happens if you're a castaway and you're in the middle of the ocean, and it's like, you know, all that. He stays on that boat for I'd say at least 2 months.
Oh my god.
And he has not a lot of food. He has food, but like they're all from like the zoo food, so like you know, that's what they packed for the cruise ship thing. But now he has to conserve it and stuff. And he's writing like his notes in like this book while he's like on this like little floaty thing. One day, there's a terrible storm.
No.
And he loses that book.
Oh my god.
So he loses like 20, like I'd say 30 days of his diary work.
Wow.
And he gets really sad. He's like, you already took everything from me, God. What else do you want?
Yeah.
Because, you know, his entire family's dead. But
Then he goes bald.
yeah. I won't spoil the entire movie, but it's a really good movie. So
pretty much, it sounds like you spoiled like the whole entire thing.
I spoiled like half of it, but you know, it's a 2-hour-long movie, so.
Oh, okay.
So once I saw this movie, I forget what it's called, where there were these two really freaking rich people, and they went in and bought everything from a mall.
The heck?
And they like put the entire mall out of business. And then they resold all of those things and became like even more rich.
Oh my god.
They would go around doing that to like every town. And it was honestly not very good because the plot's just kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But these people, they went around and bought everything from all these towns, and they put like entire countries into poverty because they bought everything from all stores. And these people were like hunted by the government. It was really weird.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a few more things I want to talk about. I've been talking so much. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Anyway, Train to Busan is a really cool movie. It's a Korean movie, so unless you speak Korean, you have to read subtitles the whole time. And it's fun and all. It's basically where this zombie apocalypse happens, and this guy's on a train while it happens, and then this guy who has like the freaking infection gets on the freaking train, and they can't stop the train. And then once they do stop the train, they try to escape, and then there's zombies everywhere. So people die and stuff and all that, and it has a really sad ending. But I'm not gonna spoil it like I did with Life of Pi, but
Oh my gosh, is that Endgame spoilers?
Endgame spoilers and
Endgame spoilers. Avery and Diego are gonna watch Endgame sometime.
Oh yeah. Oh, and these aren't my favorite movies. I don't think they're in the top. Well, actually, I guess they can be in the top 5. I don't really know. I do like the Bill and Ted movies. I don't know if you've seen those.
Oh yeah, Bill and Ted's something adventure.
Bill and Ted's amazing, like awesome adventure. It's like these two boys in the 80s. Like the first movie, they like need to do an history assignment, so they literally get this time machine to ask what happened in the past. It's this really funny but stupid movie. And basically, yeah, I won't reveal the ending or anything. The second movie is where these like evil robot versions of themselves try to like steal their girlfriend. I don't know. It's really
Oh yeah,
weird.
that's like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey or something. Those are so funny.
They're actually amazing. They're so good.
They're like, did you know that I think one of the guys is like John Wick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh wow.
Wow. Favorite movies?
I never said mine.
You should watch Train to Busan, and you should watch Life of Pi. They're very good.
My favorite movie is I don't know what my favorite movie is.
I thought it was The Brave Little Toaster.
Okay, okay. I only said that because oh my, what the heck? This thing just broke. Okay.
That's the only movie you've ever seen.
No,
Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves is in that Bill and Ted's movies.
Oh, cool.
He's either Bill or Ted. He's the one with dark hair.
Okay, but yeah.
That's Ted.
But yeah, so I really don't have a favorite movie, but I honestly can't think. It's been a while since the most recent movie that I've kind of watched was a little bit of that Pokemon movie, and I didn't understand what's going on because I kind of watched it in like the middle, like I don't even know what was happening.
Oh.
But I think other than that, the only other movie that I've seen recently would be whenever I went with Spencer and his dad and stuff, and we went and saw the new I don't forget what it's called, but that's the Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
So
the one that has Star Wars in it.
I wouldn't call it my favorite. Movie, but I
think
don't
it was
watch
really
movies.
good, honestly.
Yeah, I liked it, even though yeah.
I stopped watching the Star Wars movies at The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't. The only other Star Wars movie I've seen is like the original like couple, and I don't even remember.
Seen all 6.
I don't even remember much about it. So for me, not really knowing anything and watching I don't even remember what it's called, but the
8? No, it's the 9th.
I don't know the most recent one. I don't remember, but not really knowing anything, I kind of understood things quickly, and it was a really good movie. So, other than that, I wouldn't call it my favorite because I really don't have a favorite. So, yeah.
Honestly, I think Star Wars is just a little tiny bit overhyped.
Yeah, I just went because I just wanted to. I just wanted to.
Oh no, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like it's overhyped just a little bit.
I'm not into Star Wars, but they're just like, "You want to come?" I was like, "Yeah," and it wasn't a bad movie, but I wouldn't watch all of the Star Wars movies. So.
Can you summarize The Brave Little Toaster in great detail?
Okay,
from beginning
so
to end?
The Brave Little Toaster is like one of my sister's favorite movies, and I just said that and I it's one of the movies that I remember. So it's called The Brave Little Toaster, It's
It
about so this it's like the main character is like the toaster, okay?
I didn't
And there's
realize.
and
Like
their no their owner, well, like their quote unquote owner, or like, you know, there is this kid named, I forget his name, but and he was like a kid, and then he left them because he got older, and he kind of just left. And it's like the toaster, the lamp, the vacuum, this like yellow blanket, which is like,
Why did he not need those as he got older?
I don't know, but I
He, like,
can't,
not
I
let
honestly
toaster
can't
to
remember,
sweep
but
it
like
in.
he left. I think he must have moved somewhere, and so it's them trying to find him. And I can't remember what happened, but that's like all I remember. And then if I had to talk about another movie, it would be the SpongeBob movie, just because it's really good. So.
The SpongeBob movie is actually really good.
Which one? There's like a couple.
The first one.
Like the original SpongeBob.
The OG one that came out.
That one
the
is
one
pretty
with the
good.
dude with the real spiky shoes.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah. I can probably summarize that entire movie in great detail, but I won't.
Yeah,
It's
so
so good. I like the part with the guy named Yum.
Yummer.
Yeah. Yummer. Yummer
Yum,
stayed
yum,
We
yum.
with
should
the
we
third
should
SpongeBob
talk
movie.
about that. Would be a great, even though it's not even. If you guys don't know about that, it's just
I
something.
think- I think we should recite an entire SpongeBob episode for a podcast.
Let's do that. That's our next episode. Come on. That's our next video. D2A. D2A.
Same thing.
What is it?
I want to.
Reciting what?
If we were to
We're gonna
recite-
do a SpongeBob skit.
If we just recite an entire SpongeBob episode.
Comment down below if you'd like to see that. But yeah.
They do want to see that.
So that's gonna wrap things up. I think we've covered a lot of things.
Burrito
with
wrap
the,
this up.
with the topics. So if you guys have any suggestions for future topics, because we are not sure what to talk about in the next episode, comment them down below or in the live chat if you're watching the premiere. Let us know in the live chat. And if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new, subscribe to our main channels, Mario Masters, Age of Bankrupt, and Age of 92. All that stuff is in the description.
I also have Gracie Biggle.
Gracie Bigleton,
Also, Games Hobby because he's pretty cool.
he died or something. I don't know. But
Well, he's not. He's probably gonna be back by the time this video is released.
He's on high.
I don't know. But yeah, see you guys in the next video or podcast, whatever. Like,
Good.
you watch now.
Bye. See you later.
Yeet.
Have a good day.